We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And this morning on the huddle, I have a question for you. Are you a content creator who desires to want to get paid for the creative work and services that you provide for your community and others? Well, if the answer is yes, this morning on the huddle, we're going to tackle the subject of understanding and knowing your creative worth as a content creator in 2023. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. And if you're new here and you want to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, we welcome you to the show. And as we said this morning, we are going to talk about the importance of understanding and knowing your creative worth as a content creator. Because here on the huddle, we want to see you broaden your reach. We want to see you make an impact and grow your income through online video. But to do that, you have to understand and know your creative worth when you're seeking to get paid for the creative work and services that you provide for your community, for your clients, and for others that you are fortunate to work with. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Huddle community. I'm on a journey here, and on this journey, I'm seeking to better understand my creative worth as a content creator and the work and services that I provide to others. And I I don't have all the answers, but I'm in a process of getting the answers. And so this live stream this morning is going to be a live stream where we're going to be open, transparent, but most importantly, we're going to learn from one another. So if you are joining me this morning in the live stream chat this morning, let me know where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag team live in the chat. And if you're watching the replay of this live stream, give me a hashtag team replay. So let's get into the subject of understanding and knowing your creative worth. I think it's important first to understand that when we talk about understanding and knowing your creative worth, that there is a difference in you understanding your worth as a person versus your creative or monetary worth in the services and the work that you provide. Because unfortunately, sometimes we as individuals can define who we are by what we do. If you ask um, uh, uh, two individuals who meet one another for the first time, there's that natural greeting of asking who you are and what you do for a living. And sometimes in that question of what you do for a living is tied to your identity and who you are, your worth of who you are as a person, your occupation and your job. But I don't I don't hold on to that thought process and that philosophy, because my worth as a person is tied to my relationship with God. Now, despite what your beliefs may be and what your faith may be, I'm just sharing with you that my creative worth is not tied to the work that I do. My personal worth as a person is tied to who God has made me and who he is in my life. Now, understanding that, I also understand that God has given me gifts and talents and abilities. God has given you gifts, talents, and abilities and experience through life lessons that we learn. And through those life lessons, through those skills and abilities and those experiences that in the work world, in the corporate setting world, um, a corporation or business will say, we are willing to hire you for your skills and abilities and your experience, saying this is what you are worth to us. And so when I talk about your creative worth, I'm not even talking about in terms of the salary that a company would define or label on me and you that they are willing to pay me and you annually. I'm talking about understanding your creative worth, knowing your creative worth in in through the creativity and the gifts that God has given you that you share with others, and as a result, and how it impacts others, and as it impacts others, there is an exchange of finances that an individual would say, this was really worth um what you've provided me, and here is the monetary price tag they want to put on it. And as I've been on this journey trying to really understand, especially when it comes to services like coaching services, voiceover services, creating video, online video for and working with corporations, one of the questions that I keep looking at is, how much should I charge? How much should I charge a person? Should I charge them by the hour? Should I charge them by like a package? Should I charge them through over a period of time? And that is a question that I'm starting to get some answers about, but at the same time, I want to take you on the journey of how I'm coming to this conclusion of understanding my creative worth as a content creator. So before we get into that, let's jump into the chat and see who is a part of the greatest team um today, this morning. And we want to say good morning to the man, creative shyness, my good man, all the way from London. Camera shyness. There we go. There we go. Let's get this screen set right. Camera shyness, creative in the house, all the way from London, Mr. Ash Bowling. Good morning, sir. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. I'm excited to talk about this, and I'll definitely want to get your feedback on some of this content we're going to share. So let's get into our discussion. How does a person understand and to know their creative worth as a content creator? Well, I think first of all, it begins with mindset. Understanding if you have the right mindset um, in the type of work and services that you provide creatively through online video, through podcasting, through other forms of content creation, having the right mindset. Because as I'm on in this journey of being able to understand and know my creative worth and understand how much I should be paid monetarily for some type of creative work and services that I provide, it's important to understand that we have the right mindset. And what I'm learning is that the way my 9 to 5 job pays me, the way the corporate America pays me, is not the same way that I should look to want to get paid by others, being paid by the hour. But my services and works that I provide one another should be based upon um, the services that I provide someone through the time that I spend with them, through the work that I put together and provide for them, through and the work, when I say put together for them, whether that work is through coaching services, through online courses, and if it's received that way, that price tag should not be based on an hourly wage. But I'll be honest with you, as I've been putting all this together, it's easy to kind of fall into that mindset that I should kind of look to want to charge people by the hour, and I'm learning that's not the right approach of how, as a content creator, we should seek to want to get paid. I've been in the workforce and in corporate America now. What, I'm 54. So it's been a little over a good 34 years that I've been in corporate America working for someone else. And now I'm learning that I got to shift my mindset when you seek to want to now be an entrepreneur, when you want to now be the person who's making the decisions, and you now are not working for someone else, but now you are working to be able to provide services for others. And it's a mindset shift, a mind shift that I'm understanding that you have to have if you're going to understand and to know your creative worth. In the corporate America world, I'm used to working anywhere between 40 to 50 hours a week. But I'm also understanding, if you are going to be an entrepreneur and you're going to work and you're going to provide services, no, you're going to put in anywhere between 50 to 60 hours or more, because you're growing a business. And it's not just in terms of saying, okay, I have a coaching services, but there are other things that you have to do as far as registering your business and putting together your online courses, and putting together your coaching services, putting together in terms of how you're going to interact with clients. Are you going to interact with them through Zoom? Are you going to interact with them through Google Meets or Skype? And who's going to pay for those types of services? Are you going to be using Calendarly? Are you going to use a Google Calendar? Are you going to be using something like Evernote? So there's various different things in you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, have to consider when you're going to be providing services for others and you want to be paid for it. But I'm learning it all starts with mindset, that I can't adopt or have the mindset that I'm going to do this as if I do in my 9 to 5 job. And if a person does that, what I'm learning is you risk the chance of not being successful at that what you're looking to do. And most importantly, you're not going to be able to truly add value to your clients. You're not going to be able to truly provide the type of services that your client wants from you, what the client wants from me, if I have the wrong mindset. And so mindset is probably the most important piece to this puzzle. Having the wrong perspective can really basically hinder you from getting out the blocks the right way. But having the right perspective can help you get out the block the right way. Having the right mindset helps you to know and understand your creative worth, and an understanding, how you should be getting paid for the services that you're going to provide your client, whether those services are one-on-one coaching services or group coaching services. The mindset, that you are not on the clock, you're not being paid hourly, being paid a salary, but you're being paid by what you're able to offer someone. Tip number two. Tip number two. I'm also understanding that it's important to deal with imposter syndrome, because it's amazing when you think you've beaten imposter syndrome in one area of your life, you then begin to understand you have to deal with it maybe in another area of your life. And for a period of time, when I first started doing content creation and doing videos online and going live on YouTube, I had to learn how to deal with imposter syndrome. That those feelings that I felt that I wasn't good enough. I felt like maybe, I didn't really have anything to offer or to say to someone. And I felt like, I was, being a fraud at something. But I understood that those are nothing but feelings of imposter syndrome, that I do have something to offer a community of people who want to listen to me, the right audience that wants to listen and tune in to me every Saturday morning. But now, as I start to seek to now put things together like an online course, coaching services. It's amazing how imposter syndrome can easily rear its head back up to try to intimidate you, to try to talk you out of what are you doing? You don't know how to do this. You're not going to do this properly. You don't have all the right equipment. It's almost like imposter syndrome and limiting beliefs are twins. Limiting beliefs say that, because you don't have this, this is not going to turn out right. Because you lack the knowledge and the education of this, this is not going to be successful. Limiting beliefs and imposter syndromes is definitely something as a content creator. If you're going to seek to get paid for any type of services that you're going to provide your community and others, you have to deal with. And that's what I've been dealing with. And in some of the ways that I'm learning to deal with imposter syndrome in this journey of mine, and understanding and knowing my creative work, is pulling on others in the community, in the Huddle community, having conversations with other content creators, just to talk to one another, just to share with one another, and just say, hey, what's going on? I had a great conversation with James Hicks this week, just to kind of pick his brain and get some ideas of some of the things that he's doing over at Hicks News Media. And just the act of reaching out and saying, "Hey, look, I'm not too proud. I don't have my pants so big and my head so big that I can't reach out." And we had a great conversation of just sharing with one another. Him sharing with me some of the things that he's working on, him sharing with me some of the things that are working, but him also sharing some of the things that he's struggling and dealing with, and being able to hear from him and him to share that helped me to understand that I'm not in this alone. I'm not in this alone. And so being able to deal with imposter syndrome, being able to deal with limiting beliefs the right way, you can deal with it um by reaching out to another content creator and just talking, but most importantly, reaffirming who God has made you as a person. Sometimes you have to get in the mirror and remind yourself who you are as a content creator. Remind yourself who you are as a person, and and remind yourself of the gifts and abilities that you have, and remind yourself of the skills and experience that you have, that you developed over these last few years. Because when you look at where we're at now in 2023, where 2020 hit, when the pandemic hit, we didn't have all of what we have now as live streamers and as content creators. We didn't have certain skills and abilities over 3 years ago, before the pandemic had it. Not most of us, we didn't have that, but we had to learn them. We had to develop those skills. We had to learn and gain the experience of how to be able to do a live stream, how to press the button and go live, how to engage with your audience, how to do a run a show. These were things that we had to learn. And so sometimes it's important. I'm learning to just get in the mirror and just remind myself where God has brought me from, and the skills and abilities that I've developed and experience that I've learned up to this point, and that there's more to come. And so reaching out to another content creator is one way to deal with imposter syndrome. And then two, being able to look yourself in the mirror and remind yourself that there is so much in you, despite what these negative thoughts may be saying to you. Let's jump over to the chat right quick and see who we have joining us, along with Camera Shyness. We have our dear Auntie Denise Jordan in the house. And then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Tech Troublemaker is in the house this morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope you all are getting great value out of this discussion, and just talking about understanding and knowing your creative worth. being able to get paid for the creative work and services that you provide through online video, through coaching, through online courses, being able to determine, how much should you be charging a person? And that's a question that I've really, been really working on, trying to really understand if online courses or coaching services, what's the minimum I should be charging for coaching services. But as I'm pondering those questions, I'm facing things like the mindset of, you can't look at this as if you were being paid hourly or salary from your corporate company that you work from. You can't allow imposter syndrome to talk you out of a great idea that can add value and benefit people that you have yet to meet. Imposter syndrome, it seems like when you're ready to really to do something very positive, it kind of reminds me of that commercial with the guy in the white suit on your right side of your shoulder, and then the guy on in the red suit of your shoulder. And some people say, well, that's an angel. That's the devil. Well, sometimes it's not. It's neither. It's us. There's us in the white suit. Us is the individual in the white suit who's trying to reaffirm and to build up our confidence. But then the guy in the red suit is the negative thoughts, the negative emotions, the past experience, the brokenness, the things that we struggle with, that try to talk us out of a great idea that can bring value to others. And so it's a matter of just saying, hey, look, I hear you on the left, but I'm going to listen to the guy on the right, because there's a track record there. So hope you're getting great value. And I need to get it back to using my Stream Deck. There we go. Let's move this over. So we talked about imposter syndrome. We talked about mindset. The next thing that we need to talk about, as soon as I get myself over there, is tip number 3. No, that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, transformation. Transformation. I thought about this hard and long. If I'm going to charge someone for an online course or for some coaching services, how would I measure the success of that? Would I measure that success based on how I was able to just address a pain point in a person's life or a problem that they were having? Will I measure it by how I was able to put the course together, and then John Doe goes through the course and completes everything, and I consider that a success? Or is the real success measured by how it transforms a person's life? And I believe when we put online courses together, which we're working on, as we are putting together our coaching services and coaching package together, the measurement of those services and work that we provide for others is going to be measured by how we transform the life of others. And I really appreciate this one particular person who I won't name in the community, and I've spoken to several of you. I've spoken to Tech Troublemaker, and I've spoken to Ash. I think I've even had an opportunity to speak to Auntie Denise. But this one person that I spoke really, really took me to task. And when I say took me to task, they had to really help me to open my eyes, because I was focusing on subscribers and I was focusing on views, focusing on the channel at a moment where it just didn't seem like it was moving or growing. It's interesting now, over the last 2-3 weeks, we've grown over maybe close to almost 30 subscribers, and we're getting views, but it seems like it's never enough. It's never enough. Your mind keeps saying more, more, more. But the person said to me, you need to understand your growth is not going to be measured by views and subscribers. Your success is not going to be measured by the growth of the channel. It's going to be measured by how you transform the life of another person, how you change and impact another person through your content, through your coaching, and through online courses that you will be creating to provide for them. And as I looked at where they started to where they're now, I can agree with that assessment that the measurement of the success of whatever that we do as content creators, through online courses, coaching services, it's going to be through a transformed life. And then that transformed life can then turn to another person and say, hey, you're interested in doing this? You're interested in getting into online video and getting in front of a camera and going live, and you lack the confidence to be able to do so. You lack the ability to be a great storyteller. Well, let me tell you about the Huddle with Walter Strong III. That's what's going to speak more in terms of, just creating a course and having a ton of people taking it. But if they take it and then the results is they still feel like they haven't grown, they haven't changed, and they haven't become better, then if there's no transformation, there's no real success. And that's what I'm learning, that what it's going to take to understand and know my creative worth. And when I start to define and put a price tag on, okay, we're going to have a 4-month coaching service, 4-month coaching services, then if we sit down and say the price tag for that coaching service is 2,500, we don't have to listen to imposter syndrome that says, who are you to charge 2,500 for coaching services? What do you know about live streaming that's so much different than Nick Nimmin? What do you know about live streaming that's so much better than Roberto Blake? And I can say to them, oh, check the track record, because there is people who can testify and say their lives have been transformed and they've developed the confidence to be able to get on camera and go live. And on top of that, they've been able to bring in income and grow their business through working with me. And so transformation is key. Transformation is key. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this discussion this morning on knowing and understanding your creative worth as a content creator, I need you to do me a favor. Those of this morning live in the chat, and then I need to click that thumbs button and hit the like button and share this on your favorite social media platform. Another important thing is accessibility. Accessibility. Are you an individual, if you're going to be providing coaching services, how accessible will you be to your clients? Because I think, again, that's another measuring stick in terms of you being able to coach and to work with someone. Are you going to just be a coach who kind of just stands at a distance and say, do this, this, and this, and this, but don't really have any interaction in the process of the journey of the clients? Or will you be an individual who is interactive with them, where you're maybe doing maybe a weekly call with the person, or every 2 weeks a call with the client, just to kind of check on them and see how they're going in the journey? As I'm looking at putting together a signature course, this signature course is going to be centered around helping someone to build their confidence, not just on camera, but having confidence in life, to be able to present whatever they need to present, whether in person or online. Having a solid and strong content strategy, being consistent in online video and on YouTube, and then finally being able to convert viewers into loyal clients. And so when we're having weekly calls or bi-weekly calls with someone, we can use that as a measuring stick to see how the client is doing. And so if there's something that needs to be tweaked, if there's something that needs to be adjusted and changed through those weekly or bi-weekly calls, or if you're into group coaching and meeting with your group, either twice a month or once a week, you can kind of gauge the progress of how your coaching service is working and how your online course is being received, and how it's impacting someone. And so transformation, accessibility is so important to be able to help, I believe, a content creator to really understand and know their creative worth and the type of impact they're having on others. That I think those are important things. And then finally, research and understanding that you have to have the right mindset, being able to deal with imposter syndrome and limiting beliefs, being able to understand that true success in working with clients and working with companies is being able to help transform their lives for the better, and in businesses helping them to increase sales and to grow their revenue. um, Putting in the research so that everything that you need to know as a content creator um, is there, and you're not just kind of taking secondhand information from someone else, and then now you want to package your own. Do your research in terms of understanding who your client is, understanding the pain points of your client, what their strengths, what their weaknesses are, what's the area that they need help on, what's their areas in their life that they're strong in, that you can help highlight and point to them that they need to focus more on, instead of focusing on the things that they're not as strong in. The research in terms of and how you're going to present something to a client or clients, so that way when it's done, um, the level of research that you put into it, it matches the level of the product and services that you provide someone. If there's poor research and poor planning, then guess what? It's going to show on the other side of that. And so, as I've been doing my research, just in understanding and knowing my creative worth, and having conversations with other content creators like James and Ash and Tech and others, um, we are excited for 2023. And I wanted to kind of do this live stream just to kind of let the Huddle community know, hey, okay, this is where we are and what we've been working on. So let me just do this here because I want to get back to the chat. What's going on here? Why are we not? There we go. Boom. There we go. Got that down. And so I just wanted to kind of come on and to share that with you guys on what's been going on with us here, some of the stuff that we're working on in the huddle. Wait a minute. We're having some technical difficulties. We are not going. How did we do that? Hold on, hold on. See, I know when I'm having a great show that stuff starts to try not to work properly. Uh, so we're not going to do that. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, we got back to the right screen. So let's get into the chat. That's the content. Let's get into the chat. We see our dear sister Florence from Equip Institute in the house, which got to say, man, I had a great time on her live stream show last night. It was truly a great privilege and honor to be a part of your live stream show. And as I told you publicly, and as I'll tell you right now, I am just so proud of you, and just to see your journey to where you're at right now. We got here. Auntie says, boom. Nah, amazing last night. Wow. Okay. Uh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your assessment of it. Um, and I tell you, just some of the struggles that I was having to get on her show. My cameras were not working most of the time when I've did live streams with individuals who use Ecamm. I've been able to get on their shows with no problem, and I had to try and use like 3 different cameras, webcams, and none of them would work. They kept saying, "Your camera is not recognized." And so I had to jump on my phone, do the live stream from my phone, and I didn't realize that my battery life on my phone was getting ready to die in the middle of the show, so I had to ask her to put me back in the green room so I could put the plug in to charge the phone and still do the live stream. And so there was just one obstacle after the next, and yet she was able to run that live stream show with such excellence and help me to be able to bring some level of value to her audience, and to you, Denise. So thank you for the feedback, for letting me know that you truly enjoyed the live stream show. Let's look at some other chats here. Look at it. And Denise says, okay, all right. I appreciate the feedback. I really do. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Ash says, "Hey, I am going to check out." Hey, sir, thank you for just stopping by, and love to get your feedback on the replay. Ash, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Who else we have here? Just the original, the greatest crew in live streaming communities. You guys, I really appreciate it. And if you are joining us for the first time, and if you're just checking us out, and let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. Give us a hashtag Team Live. And if you're watching the replay up to this point, give us a hashtag Team Replay in the comments section. And so just want to ask a quick question for those of you that are still here in the chat. 2023, what you working on? Is it coaching services? Is it online courses? Or is it public speaking? Let me know in the chat which, what you got on the back burner that we can look to see this year in 2023. What is it that you're working on? We really love to see and hear. Ash says, "Great to see you all. Great to see that you're getting the subscribers. I appreciate that, sir. Man, the shorts. Let me say it publicly before this man takes off. When he first came onto the show and he first started talking to me about YouTube Shorts, Walter, you need to do YouTube Shorts. Walter, you need to do YouTube Shorts. And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see the connection. And Ash, you were right. You were right, sir. And understanding, not only were you right, but understanding, as I shared with Florence last night, one of the questions he asked about our content strategy, that I call it the Marvel content strategy. Marvel Studios, when they come out with a movie, they don't come out and releasing the movie right away. They give you the teaser trailer of announcing to you the latest Marvel movie that's coming out this Friday. Coming up this Friday is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium. They don't just up and release the movie. They don't have the red carpet premiere. They do a teaser announcement, a teaser trailer. And to me, that's the YouTube shorts. That's the YouTube shorts that typically is, less than 60 seconds. Then they come out with the theatrical trailer. The theatrical trailer, which tells you about who the movie is, what the movie is about, who the characters are, and possibly who the villain is going to be. And that's done 1 to 2 minutes. Most trailers are really 1 to 2 minutes. And when you think about our audience and their attention span, depending on the type of our content, some of our content can still be made 3 to 5 minutes or 5 to 8 minutes. But if you have an audience that you're seeing that's not really resonating with uploaded videos of 5 to 8 minutes, you may need to look at maybe doing it 1 to 3 minutes, and doing it in 1 to 3 minutes where it's kind of making it appealing to your audience, but you're still getting great value. And that's your theatrical trailer. And then after the trailer, before even the movie comes out, then there is the TV spots that you constantly see in a Marvel movie, teasing you that the movie is getting ready to come out. And those are YouTube clips. It's interesting. YouTube doesn't really talk that much about clips. They've given us the feature and the ability to clip little things from our uploaded videos and our live streams. But YouTube clips, to me, are the TV spots. And then when it's time for the movie to be released in the movie theaters, to me, that's the uploaded video that you could possibly see that's 8 to 15 minutes, or a live stream that can be 30 to almost 45 minutes or longer. That's the live stream. And I call it the Marvel content strategy, but it all centers around, after doing the live stream, we then repurpose everything and we put everything into shorts. And so you were right, Ash. You were right. You can have a big smile on your face there that you were right about shorts. And so you were definitely right. But let's see. Love to get some comments on you guys on what you're working on. Is it online courses? Is it coaching services? Is it just producing more content? Love to kind of get your feedback. Is it about creating a new channel? Want to say, as we're waiting, say good morning to our dear sister Leona. Welcome back. We haven't seen you in a while. She says she is working on increasing her numbers in shorts and finishing another recipe book. All right now. All right. When you get that recipe book out, you let us know, because we will definitely uh, give you some exposure from the Huddle community side, of just even if we have to do a interview. But I also got to get you and Denise together, and to speak to that YouTube community of individuals who really like cooking, almost like a tag team of you both together. So we're going to work on doing that. What else we have here? Other comments. What else are you working on, Huddle community? Denise says, let's go over here. She says she is definitely coaching services, which will evolve into an online course. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You had a lot of years and wisdom and experience to share, not just with your YouTube community, but with other individuals who are homemakers, whether male or female. There is a coworker at work who I was listening to, as she was sharing, it took her about 5 to 6 hours on working on a project on decluttering her bathroom. And I thought of you. And so when I see her on Tuesday, I am definitely going to share your YouTube channel with her, to just as a resource. So as she's working on other projects, you can be able to help her in those areas. See what else we got. What else? Learning. Leona says, great. Oh, okay. So I gotta check out Leona's shorts. I gotta check out her shorts. Gotta get back to my normal routine of just popping up and checking out some of each of your content and just leaving some comments. So we definitely have to do that. Ash says, and man, and I'm really loving this camera shy creative branding here, Ash. I'm really loving it. 2023, he says, working on his YouTube channel, his videos, and videos on demand skills. And now the channel and to live stream. Let me ask you this question, Ash, since you seem we're gonna put you as the professor of live streaming, and just in terms of your just of how you put things together with Instagram Reels. Do you feel YouTube is putting more emphasis on shorts than uploaded videos from 1 to 2 minutes, 1 to 3 minutes? They give more priority to shorts than to uploaded videos. As you've been doing your uploaded videos, I think I've seen some anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Do you see more of your views come from shorts over your uploaded videos? And do you think that's being intentional by YouTube, that they just wanted to just point everyone to shorts and to other content that we do? We'd love to kind of get your thoughts in the chats there as we are waiting. Hey, as we're getting more feedback in the chat, really love to know your win of the week. As if Ash is going to give us some feedback on that question. What was your win of the week? I'll tell you, my win of the week was being able to get on our dear Florence's show. Being able to have to live stream on my phone and being able to push through all those challenges of the camera not working, um, the and the battery on the phone almost dying, and being able to get through that live stream show in such a way to hear your guys' feedback that you really enjoyed that live stream. That was a win of the week for me, because I didn't want to disappoint our dear sister Florence, in no way that I wanted to disappoint her. So that's my win of the week. I would love to get your win of the week before we get up on out of here. Let's see, we got another comment. Here we go. Camera Shines, he says, I think shorts are getting way more exposure than anything else. My uploaded videos are now shorter. Okay. 1.5 to 3 minutes to try and get them to transfer across. Okay, definitely. And I've did a couple of uploaded videos, and it seemed like I got like maybe 10 to 15 views, but and I would post a short that same day, and within 24 to 48 hours, I'm getting close to almost 200 to 300 views. And I said, I definitely I'm going to continue to do uploaded videos, because I don't think it's by accident the way that YouTube has set our YouTube pages, that they don't play a part in our overall content creation strategy. I think it plays a part, but you're right. Shorts are getting such more of a priority over everything else that we create. But I think we have to kind of package everything together in such a way that the viewer will say, hey, look, not only will I watch the shorts, because I believe shorts are the introduction to long form content, or someone just spending more time watching your content. So I think it all plays a part. But at the same time, I don't know if this is going to always be like this for the next 3 to 5 years. I think there's going to be a switch and a change where things do kind of balance out, because when we talk about creating online courses, when we talk about online training, you can't provide that in a 60-second shorts. You can't provide that in a 1 to 3 minute video. You can't provide that if you're trying to do working with a coaching client for the next 4 months and you just want them to watch a ton of shorts. You're going to have to put together some online courses that from time to time you may have to include within your channel, because if there's a price tag to take your online courses for the next 4 months, if there's a price tag of $2,500 to take and to be a part of your coaching services, not everyone may be able to pay that price tag. So you may have to take some of that and put it within your content as a way of just being able to address that audience who at this time maybe can't pay it. And so I don't believe shorts is always going to be the predominant um piece of content that we always have to focus on. I think there is going to be a shift and a change at some point. But if this is the wave that we have to ride right now, then we ride it. We ride it. See what else we have here. What else we have? Other comments. Other comments. Win of the week. Our dear sister Florence says her win of the week has been. There we go. Boom. Her win of the week has been Mr. Strong being on my show last night. Thank you so much, Florence. Thank you so much. Thank you so much just for the opportunity. One of the elders of my church reached out to me about 11 o'clock at night asking me for the replay video because they had missed the show. So I sent it to them. And so I'm hoping to get some feedback from them and how they enjoyed not just me, but overall you as a content creator, because I'm trying to get each of you in front of individuals that know that may need help on planning and productivity, homemaking services, like I talked about Auntie Denise with my coworker, even with Ash, as I come in contact with individuals who struggle with camera shyness and being a content creator, or even mortgage brokers. I'm constantly saying, hey, look, you need to check out this person that I know on YouTube, and you'll get some real value. And one of my coworkers during our meeting yesterday had shared with me that since me coming on to the company in the last 3 months, and me always constantly sharing about my YouTube channel, she just recently started a Twitch um, channel where she's doing some Twitch live streaming, doing gaming. And she said, you talk so much about your YouTube channel and some of the success, and just I'm hearing about some of the good things. You've really given me the confidence, and the courage to want to start live streaming on Twitch. And I said, great. I don't do Twitch, but if me being able to just share is giving you the courage and the confidence, then I think I did my job. But whatever I can do and be a resource to you in any way, just let me know. And I just said to the rest of the team that you're never too old that you can start YouTube. It's not too late. If you want to start creating online video, uploading online videos and doing live streamings, I'm here as a resource. And so I'm excited of the opportunities that it's going to provide. And then what's really also important to me this year is to be able to not only work with clients and do coaching, but to one of the clients that I really want to work with is a business that's interested with online videos and doing live streaming in their marketing. And so this company that I'm with Jovia, it's provided me some opportunities where I can be able to sit down with their marketing team and just kind of pick their brain and to see, what they're doing with their YouTube channel, and see what opportunities of coaching that it could be there for me um, to be with them. So I'm excited. And so a lot of great stuff going on in 2023 for the Huddle community. And so definitely, definitely. Well, everyone, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out this Saturday morning. And as we get ready to bring this to a close, I want to thank each and every one of you for being on the live stream. Why does this keep popping? Okay, I see what I'm doing. I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. There we go. So do this. There we go. Now I see what I did. I hit the wrong button. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and bring this to a close. If you are just joining us and you want to learn more about what we talked about, definitely check out the replay. As we've talked about, in summary, you got to have the right mindset. You got to be able to deal with imposter syndrome. You have to measure the success that you're looking to accomplish through your online courses and coaching services, through how you transform and change people's lives. You also want to look at, in terms of, how accessible are you going to be to your clients? And then finally, the amount of research that you put in are all going to be key ingredients to you being able to provide great services for your community and your clients. So that's it for the live stream. We will definitely see you next Saturday at 11 a.m. And Leona, I'm definitely going to check out some of your YouTube shorts. God bless everyone.